The historic injustice done to Palestine by the denial of the fundamental rights of the Palestinian people to self-determination and statehood is at the heart of the challenges to peace and security in the Middle East. Today, the Security Council has three urgent responsibilities: to halt Israel's genocidal war in Gaza, to prevent the further spread and escalation of war, and to revive the peace process towards a two-state solution to establish durable peace and security in the Middle East. Israel has killed over 34,000 Palestinians in Gaza, 70% of them children and women. It has blocked humanitarian assistance, creating the reality of famine and pestilence for the 2 million people of Gaza. It has defied the demand of the Security Council in Resolution 2728 for an immediate ceasefire. It has refused to abide by the interim injunctions of the ICJ. The Security Council, the General Assembly, and the international community must consider the further measures required to secure adherence to a ceasefire in Gaza and an end to its plausible genocide. Second, as we had all feared, Israel's war in Gaza, accompanied by aggressive attacks across the region, has spread the conflict to adjacent regions, to the West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, and now Iran, triggered by the attack on Iran's diplomatic premises in Damascus. We urge restraint on all parties. Further escalation must be prevented. Yet, unless Israel's war machine is stopped from further slaughter in Gaza, there is an ever-present danger that war and violence will spread and possibly engulf the entire Middle East and beyond. Third, even as war has raged in Gaza, some principal powers have held out hope to the Palestinians and to the Arab states that the doors have reopened for the realization of the two-state solution, which is almost universally recognized as the only outcome that would bring durable peace and security in the Holy Land and the wider Middle East. The application for admission to the United Nations, resubmitted by Palestine, is therefore timely and consistent with the path to peace sketched out in recent days by the region's most influential states and also Israel's closest allies. Pakistan is deeply disappointed at the outcome of the UN Security Council vote on the draft resolution submitted by Algeria on behalf of the Arab group for approval of Palestine's application for full UN membership. The overwhelming support for Palestine sent a clear message that the state of Palestine deserves its rightful place amongst the UN membership. Mr. President, Palestine's UN membership will be a step towards correcting the historic injustice suffered by the Palestinian people for over 75 years and affirm their right to self-determination. It will allow Palestine to enjoy equal status with Israel and help create conditions for the resumption of negotiations between the two sides. Importantly, it will create a political reality which could be thereafter translated into a two-state settlement and the establishment of a Palestinian state within the 4 June 1967 borders and with Al-Quds as its capital. I thank you.